You're watching Let the Quran Speak, and now we answer questions from you, our viewers. If you have a question, visit our website, QuranSpeaks.com. Dr. Shabir, the question is, how will God determine who goes to heaven or hell?
Yeah, it's an interesting question, and obviously it'll be a fine balancing act for God to make the final decision, like who goes where. Simplistically, people have thought that, okay, it'll happen like this. There's a sharp division between believer and non-believer. Non-believer automatically goes to hell. Among the believers, then there is judgment. If your deeds turn out to be in your favor, then you go to paradise immediately. If not so, then you go to hell temporarily. After you have paid for your sins there in hell, then you get washed in the water of life and you are put in paradise to live forever. But stepping back from all of this, we realize that things are not so simplistic. It's a little bit more complicated, but that's fine. God can deal with all of the complications. There is a third place that is hardly mentioned in our tradition, but is there mentioned in the Quran, in the 7th chapter of the Quran, called Surat al-Araf, named after the place that is mentioned is called al-Araf, which literally means the heights. And what exactly is this place is not described in great detail, but it's in another chapter of the Quran, there's a reference to a wall that has a door, and it seems that people will be on the top of this wall. It's almost as if this wall is a divider between the two realms, heaven and hell, but we can't be too sure. But what is clear is that there will be people who are in this realm called al-Araf, the heights. And there are people who, according to the Quran, have not yet entered heaven, but they have hope. So this is the third place. And Muslim scholars have had to think about who will be in this third place, this kind of intermediate place. And they're thinking about this highlights some of the complexity, because they said that, for example, there may be somebody who has done something that makes them deserving of going into paradise, but at the same time, they've tinged it with something that's holding them back. So, for example, somebody who went out for good service towards the Muslim community, but they did so contrary to their parents' good pleasure. So, on the one hand, they're doing a good, so they deserve to go to paradise, but on the other hand, they're disobeying their parents, in which case that's holding them back. So that shows the complexity. Another example of this complexity is that simplistically people have thought, okay, so the deeds will be weighed. If your good deeds are heavier, then you go into paradise. If your bad deeds are heavier, you go to hell to pay for your deeds. But the Muslim theologians have had to ask, well, what if the deeds are equally balanced? Well, in that case, they said the person will be in al-Araf, right? This position of the heights. But more than this, some theologians even thought about the possibility that things are not so clear before people. Like, we often think, okay, things are like black and white, simple, this is the truth, you accept it, you go to heaven, you deny it, you go to hell. But the truth is not always so self-evident to every individual. Somebody, for example, could have a mental block. We already understand the matter of incapacity. Somebody may be mentally incapable, in which case Muslims have no hesitation in thinking that such persons will go to heaven, because there's no reason why God will penalize somebody for not having the mental capacity to grasp his message and then either to decide to accept or refuse it. But what if somebody is deciding to refuse it, but it's not because of some mental incapacity as defined by modern psychiatry, but maybe by some sort of a mental block. That maybe what the person has heard or seen on Fox News or something like this is so detrimental to the imagery of Muslims that they cannot never conceive of themselves as being Muslim. This would be the last thing. They wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole, to use their language. So what about a person who has a mental block like that? Would God penalize them for having such a mental block that they themselves don't know how it got there? So we don't know the answers to all of these questions. We can only say that in the end, however God judges, he is the best of judges, he's the fairest, and he's the most merciful. So he will judge people based on fairness and his mercy.
Thank you. That's a beautiful answer, Dr. Shabir.
You're welcome.
That's all the time we have. Visit our website, QuranSpeaks.com, and check out our YouTube channel, youtube.com/QuranSpeaks. I'm Shabir Ally. For all of us here at Let the Quran Speak, thank you for watching. I'll see you next week. Assalamu alaikum.
We have some exciting news to share with you.
As you know, Let the Quran Speak has been on TV screens and social media for 22 years.
We've been reaching people all around the world, spreading positivity and good, and helping people experience the beauty of Islam and the accomplishments of Muslims.
We've been shooting in this very space for the past 2 decades.
And now, with the help of Allah, we're about to get the keys to Muslim Media Hub.
If you like what we're doing, you're gonna love Muslim Media Hub even more.
Because it's the next step up.
Think new TV shows, podcasts, social media content, and film.
It will have new talent, more youth, and a lot more space and resources to do what we love. Spread the message of Allah.
Our Muslim Media Hub costs $2.4 million.
And for that, we need to raise $300,000. Please give whatever you can. Every dollar counts.
It's our collective responsibility to share the message of Islam with our fellow human beings. Please help establish Muslim Media Hub so we can do this.
It's a sadaqah jariyah, something that will continue to be of benefit to the Muslim community long after we are gone.
Thank you, and may Allah bless you and your loved ones today and always.
Assalamu alaikum. Love, spread the message of Allah.
Our Muslim Media Hub costs $2.4 million.
And for that, we need to raise $300,000. Please give whatever you can. Every dollar counts.
It's our collective responsibility to share the message of Islam with our fellow human beings. Please help establish Muslim Media Hub so we can do this.
It's a sadaqah jariyah, something that will continue to be of benefit to the Muslim community long after we are gone.
Thank you, and may Allah bless you and your loved ones today and always.
Assalamu alaikum.